She was shipped out with the first women's transport. So there were men that had been shipped out earlier. She was shipped out in, I believe, June of 1942. She and her sister. Her sister perished in the camp. She was killed. And my mom survived. She's a very strong spirit, and you can imagine it was absolutely terrible. She went through at least one, if not two, bouts of typhoid fever, and even with your fever up in the, low 40 Celsius, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's as high. They had, she had to go out, and they would support each other, and show up for the morning count, the roll call. Because as long as you showed up for the roll call, then during the day there was a kind of way where they could hide you, so the rest would walk out and you would kind of creep back. So she managed to do this for like a few days. But she as she gets older, she talks about it more and more. It's unimaginable torture. We can't, really honestly, that's really the only word. We say unimaginable this, unimaginable that. This is truly unimaginable. What that meant. And she was there until what we now call the March of Death, the Death March, which was the evacuation of Auschwitz by the Germans. The sick and dying were left behind. Many of them just died. Some survived. And this was in January 1945, and with temperatures in the below 20, 25, 30 below, they would walk, trudge through snow towards Germany. Of course, they never made it. I mean, many of them died. If you tried to escape, you were shot on the spot. And but toward after I don't even know how many months, maybe 3 months of this. So now we're into maybe late March. It was completely obvious that the war was lost, and then the Germans just scattered and left the prisoners. And then my mom made her way from Auschwitz, just really not far from the Slovak border, to Humane, and it took her like 6 weeks because all the rail lines were disrupted. But she met very good people along the way who helped her and fed her, and so she made it back home.